The inevitable transition to the Kali Yuga. The story starts from the Dwapar Yuga, where people were kind and helpful. To a king, what mattered the most were his subjects. No different was King Parikshit, whose kingdom was an abode of truth and virtue. After all, it was in his genes. He was none other than Arjuna's grandson from the Pandavas' race. Here is how the Yuga transitioned from Dwapar Yuga to Kali Yuga. One day, traveling through the forest, Parikshit met a man whose name was Kali Yuga. Just like the human race, Parikshit also knew that Kali Yuga stood for wrongdoings and adharma. Hence, the king dared Kali Yuga to enter his land and pointed an arrow towards the Kali Yuga. That's how Kali Yuga responded, and these words from Kali Yuga are the golden words for me. Laws of the nature are immutable. Arrows can't stop the march of time. Wise men don't battle against time, because time is all pervading, it knows no barriers. Now, to respect the great king and to follow the nature's laws, the Kali Yuga asked the king to define a piece of land and told the king that it was the king's duty to accommodate a refugee. The great king from the Pandavas' race agreed and defined 4 areas: gambling dens, liquor joints, adultery, and violent places, which were the abodes of untruth, liquor, lust, and cruelty, would be where the Kali Yuga would have to stay. And quickly, Kali Yuga responded, the areas that you've defined are very, very confined. To which the king said, okay, go live where the gold is, an abode of false pride. Now on the king's head was a gold crown. The Kali Yuga smiled and peacefully rested on the king's head. Now making his way forward in the forest, the king saw a sage and asked for a glass of water. Lost in meditation, the sage didn't respond. The king instantly got mad and wrapped a dead snake around the sage's neck. After coming back to his palace and having removed the gold crown, the king realized that it wasn't him but the Kali Yuga. Now it is said that the king was cursed by the sage's son to die in 7 days. In the last days, he recited the Bhagavad Gita and attained moksha. And that's the yuga we are in. Unknowingly, it takes control over one, makes one selfish and angry too at times, only for you to realize later that it wasn't you. Hence, until the actions aren't repeated, let's empathize, because this is Kali Yuga. Now this also explains to me someone's demise. If Parikshit couldn't stop Kali Yuga from entering his territory, all we can say is that it was how it was supposed to be. Not forgetting, Lord himself took birth to kill Kans, and hence the Kanses on earth wouldn't be spared, and the Kali Yuga on earth can't be escaped too. One last thought on this. On hearing stories of wrongdoings today, people often say, no wonder it's Kali Yuga. However, there are stories that we've moved to the Dwapar Yuga. And if that is so, I wish we actually do.